Michael Peter Scott is an Irish writer of science fiction, fantasy, horror and, under the name Anna Dillon, romance novels. He is also a collector and editor of folklore. Career: Michael Scott is author of over 100 books during his more than 30 years of writing this far. He has written short stories and novels for adults, young adults and children in many genres including, but not limited to, science fiction, fantasy, horror, folklore and romance. His first book, Irish Folk and Fairy Tales, Volume 1, was published in 1983 and became part of a trilogy documenting a large number of Irish folk tales that had, in some cases, only been told verbally prior to his collection. The Irish Folk and Fairy Tales volumes were the culmination of Scott's extensive travels all over Ireland whilst working as a dealer in rare and antique books, documenting the tales he found along the way. When reviewing Scott's The Danann Tales, the Irish Times described him as the king of fantasy in these isles, and the Irish children's book Trust in the Definitive Guide to Children's Books recognized him for his unparalleled contribution to children's literature. The Danann Tales was scheduled to be a series of 5 books, but only 3 were ever published. Michael Scott is also an experienced scriptwriter for stage and screen, having written for a diverse number of projects including documentaries and drama. He once headed up the drama department in Tyrone Productions, the creators of Riverdance. Whilst working there, he scripted high-profile events such as the 2003 Special Olympics, which were held in Ireland, and the Irish Film and Television Awards. Michael Scott was the writer-in-residence during Dublin's tenure as European City of Culture in 1991. He featured in the 2006 edition of Who's Who in Ireland as one of the 1,000 most significant Irish. Scott has written a number of drama, romance novels under the pseudonym Anna Dillon. He is sometimes confused with author Michael Scott Rowan, Irish architect Michael Scott, and more recently, in the USA, with the character Michael Scott from the television show The Office. The first book in his The Secrets of the Immortal Nicholas Flamel's 6-book series, The Alchemist, reached number 2 on the New York Times bestseller children's list on the 26th of August 2007, and as of the 24th of March 2008 it had sold in excess of 150,000 copies. The second book in that series, The Magician, reached number 4 on the New York Times bestseller list on the 13th of July 2008. The series has to date been printed in 20 languages and is available in 37 countries. He wrote the entire series out of fascination with history and inspiration from other places. On the 5th of February 2013, Michael Scott was announced as the author of The Nameless City, a short story commissioned by the BBC to celebrate the 50th anniversary year of the hit TV series Doctor Who. The story features the Second Doctor, played by Patrick Troughton, and his companion Jamie McCrimmon. It will be released on the 23rd of February 2013 as an e-book initially, and will feature in a special celebratory printed anthology to be released alongside the final e-story on the 23rd of November 2013 by Puffin Books. Styles and genres. Scott's first love is mythology. He says that his background, growing up in Ireland with its rich mythology, led him to be naturally drawn to myths. Irish mythology emerged through history relatively unscathed and uninfluenced, as they were not invaded by the Romans or Greeks. History also has a strong impact on his style, as it was his favorite subject in school. However, while he has a special taste for mythology, Scott writes what purely interests him, which has led him to write across many genres and styles. He doesn't restrict himself with genre labeling. He says is only interested in being a writer, not a writer of any specific genre. Online games. The Secrets of the Immortal Nicholas Flamel series has spawned online games. The first related online game to be launched was the Codex Master. The game is to guess a secret code consisting of a sequence of colored orbs by inputting various sequences and using logic. When a sequence is entered, indicators show when the player has the right color and also when a color is in the right or wrong position to enable them to apply logic and guess the correct sequence. To celebrate the release of the Sorceress, an online game was created. It was called The Challenges of the Elder and launched on the 21st of April 2009. Players are guided through the game, which is a set of 4 challenges, by video scenes featuring Michael Scott. The first task, the Alchemists Challenge, required players to assemble a moving jigsaw of the series logo against a countdown clock. The second task, the Magician's Challenge, required players to turn over 2 books from a series of books and find matching symbols. When a matching pair was found, both books burst into flames and disappeared. The task was complete when all the books had been matched. The third task, the Sorceress Challenge, was a color sequencing game where players chose colored flasks and would have to repeat the sequence that they were shown in. Players then advanced to meet the Elder, who asked them a set of knowledge questions about the books and were given a colored or a ranking calculated from the scores and time taken to complete the tasks. Film adaptation. The film rights to The Secrets of the Immortal Nicholas Flamel series became available in late 2009, and on the 19th of November 2009 it was announced in Variety magazine that Lorenzo di Bonaventura had bought the film rights to the series. Michael Scott and Barry Crust will be the executive producers. The scriptwriter has yet to be announced. IMDb now lists The Alchemist film as in production. Well, I have been promising news of the Flamel movie. Here's the press release. The movie was set up with New Line, but New Line were absorbed by Warner and the rights reverted to me. There has been tremendous interest in the series and eventually it went to Lorenzo di Bonaventura, who is the man responsible for bringing Harry Potter to Warner when he was there. He genuinely loves this series. The next step now is to attach a writer. I will not write it. I have 3 more books to do. Award nominations. Scott's The Secrets of the Immortal Nicholas Flamel series has thus far garnered him 10 literary award nominations. The Alchemist was the winner of the 2008 Rhode Island Book Award after beating 200 other nominated titles. The Alchemist was nominated for Irish Book of the Year 2008, Kentucky Bluegrass Book Award, Maine Student Book Award, Nevada Young Readers Award, NCSLMAER Book Award 2010, Rhode Island Book Award 2008. The Magician was nominated for 2009 Irish Book of the Year Award, the Dublin Airport Authority Irish Children's Book of the Year SNR category. The Sorceress was nominated for Amazon Best Books of 2009, Top 10 Children's Books, Middle Readers, Sibyl's 2009 nominations, Fantasy and Amp, Science Fiction, Elementary, Middle Years. Bibliography. Young Readers. Illustrated. The Piper's Ring. ISBN 0-460881302, ISBN 9780460881302. Fungi and the Magical Kingdom. ISBN 9781899565009, ISBN 1899565000. Science Fiction. Doctor Who at the Nameless City. Young adult books. Fantasy Tales from the Land of Erin 1, A Bright Enchantment. ISBN 0-7221-7643-0, ISBN 978-0-7221-7643-6. Tales from the Land of Erin 2, A Golden Dream. ISBN 0-7221-7644-9, ISBN 978-0-7221-7644-3. Tales from the Land of Erin 3, A Silver Wish. ISBN 0-7221-7645-7, ISBN 978-0-7221-7645-0. The Doddanon Tales 1, Windlord. ISBN 0-86327-296-7, ISBN 978-0-86327-296-7. The Doddanon Tales 2, Earthlord. ISBN 0-86327-343-2, ISBN 978-0-86327-343-8. The Doddanon Tales 3, Firelord. ISBN 0-86327-385-8, ISBN 978-0-86327-385-8. The Doddanon Tales 4, Sealord was scheduled and apparently written, but nothing was released and the series' storyline was never completed. The Alchemist, The Secrets of the Immortal Nicholas Flamel. ISBN 0-552-55709-9, ISBN 978-0-552-55709-2. The Magician, The Secrets of the Immortal Nicholas Flamel. ISBN 0-552-55723-4, ISBN 978-0-552-55723-8. The Sorceress, The Secrets of the Immortal Nicholas Flamel. ISBN 0-385-61312-1, ISBN 978-0-385-61312-5. The Necromancer, The Secrets of the Immortal Nicholas Flamel. ISBN 0-385-73531-6, ISBN 978-0-385-73531-5. The Warlock, The Secrets of the Immortal Nicholas Flamel. ISBN 0-385-73533-2, ISBN 978-0-385-73533-9. The Enchantress, The Secrets of the Immortal Nicholas Flamel. ISBN 0-385-73535-9, ISBN 978-0-385-73535-3. Folk Tales Song of the Children of Elia. ISBN 0-94686000-9, ISBN 978-0-94686000-5. Also published as The Children of Elia, An Irish Legend. ISBN 0-7497-08883-3, ISBN 978-0-7497-08887. The Last of the Fianna. Also published as The Last of the Fianna, An Irish Legend. ISBN 0-86278-308-9, ISBN 978-0-86278-308-2. The Quest of the Suns. ISBN 0-7497-0006-8, ISBN 978-0-7497-0006-5. Green and Golden Tales, Irish Hero Tales. ISBN 0-85342-868-9, ISBN 978-0-85342-868-8. Green and Golden Tales, Irish Fairy Tales, ISBN 0853428662, ISBN 9780853428664. Green and Golden Tales, Irish Animal Tales, ISBN 0853428670, ISBN 9780853428671. St. Patrick, Magical Irish Folk Tales, ISBN 1856351106, ISBN 9781856351102. Teen Adventure Judith and the Traveller, ISBN 0863272991, ISBN 9780863272998. Judith and Spider, ISBN 0863273475, ISBN 9780863273476. Good Enough for Judith, ISBN 0863273963, ISBN 9780863273964. Science Fiction Gemini Game, ISBN 0862783321, ISBN 9780862783327. Illustrated The Story of Ireland, ISBN 0460880926, ISBN 9780460880923. Adult Books, Horror October Moon, ISBN 0862783003, ISBN 9780862783006. Wolf Moon, ISBN 0862784204, ISBN 9780862784201. House of the Dead, ISBN 0862783399, ISBN 9780862783396. Vampire, ISBN 1853711545X, ISBN 9781853711545-7. Vampires of Hollywood, ISBN 0312367228, ISBN 9780312367220. 19 Railway Street, ISBN 1853716421, ISBN 9781853716423. Banshee, ISBN 07493011112, ISBN 9780749301118. Image, ISBN 9780747408884, ISBN 074740884X. Reflection, ISBN 9780751500479, ISBN 075150047X. IMP, ISBN 07493011112, ISBN 9780749301118. The Hallows, ISBN 0451183797, ISBN 9780451183798. Mirror Image with Melanie Ruth Rose, ISBN 9780765385222. Fantasy: A Celtic Odyssey, ISBN 0-7221-76422-2, ISBN 9780722176429. Tales of the Bard 1, Magician's Lore, ISBN 0-7217-7775-5, ISBN 9780722177775-4. Tales of the Bard 2, Demon's Law, ISBN 0-7221-7776-3, ISBN 978-0-7221-7776-1. Tales of the Bard 3, Death's Law, ISBN 0-7221-7777-1, ISBN 978-0-7221-7777-8. The Kali Heritage, ISBN 1892065177, ISBN 978-1892065179. The Arcana 1, Silver Hand, ISBN 0-671877143-3, ISBN 978-0-671877714-9. The Arcana 2, Silverlight, ISBN 0-671877909, ISBN 978-0-671877903. The Arcana 3, the projected third volume, was never released and the series storyline never concluded. Etruscans, ISBN 0-312866275, ISBN 978-0-312866273. The 13 Hallows. Folk Tales, Irish Folk and Amp, Fairy Tales 1, Irish Folk and Amp, Fairy Tales 2, ISBN 0-7221-76406, ISBN 978-0-7221-76405, Irish Folk and Amp, Fairy Tales 3, ISBN 0-7221-76414, ISBN 978-0-7221-76412. Magical Irish Folk Tales, ISBN 1856351106, ISBN 978-1856351102. Irish Folk and Amp, Fairy Tales Omnibus, ISBN 0-7515-0886-1, ISBN 978-0-7515-0886-4. The Navigator, ISBN 0-413-17350-X, ISBN 978-0-413-17350-8. River Gods, ISBN 0-946887-217, ISBN 978-0-946887-217. Irish Myths and Legends, ISBN 0-7515-12427, ISBN 978-0-7515-12427. Irish Ghosts and Amp Hauntings, ISBN 0-7515-01549, ISBN 978-0-7515-01544-4. Adventure the Quiz Master, ISBN 1-904301-509, ISBN 978-1-904301-509. Science Fiction The Merchant Prince, ISBN 0-671-03613-0, ISBN 978-0-671-03613-3. Non-fiction The Book of Celtic Wisdom, ISBN 0-340-76563-1, ISBN 978-0-340-76563-0. Celtic Wisdom for Business, ISBN 0-7171-3174-2, ISBN 978-0-7171-3174-7. Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? ISBN 0-7522-6141-X, ISBN 978-0-7522-6141-6, Ireland, ISBN 3-8327-9001-2, ISBN 978-38327-9001-1. Illustrated Ireland Graphic History, ISBN 1-85230-627-0, ISBN 978-1-85230-627-4. As Anna Dillon Seasons, ISBN 1-84223-126-X, ISBN 978-1-84223-126-5. Another Time, Another Season, ISBN 0-7474-01837, ISBN 978-0-7474-01834. Seasons End, ISBN 0-7474-06588-8, ISBN 978-0-7474-06587-7. Lottery Lies, ISBN 1-873748051, ISBN 978-1-873748053. The Affair, ISBN 1-84223-2045, ISBN 978-1-84223-2040. Consequences, ISBN 1-84223-231-2, ISBN 978-1-84223-231-6. As Editor Halls Ireland, an Irish herbal. Contributions to other books. The BFI Companion to Horror, Ireland. Making Contract. Lifelines 3. The Lion and the Unicorn. Maths 100 Odyssey 1. Maths 100 Odyssey 2. Maths 100 Odyssey 3. Irish Buildings, Irish Pubs, Irish Castles, Ireland. Ulster Medicine, Trinity College Portfolio.